but that's what I kind of wanted to introduce to you guys a little bit today. What good players will do, you see like Graham McDowell, you see him stand around and you see him kind of hold the club light enough and just kind of toss it around. Well, Jack had kind of a peculiar thing. He'd take the club and toss it up until it was halfway between vertical and horizontal, and he would feel the weight in the club head right here. Then when he put the club down behind the ball, he could sense the weight of the club and how he was going to use it to hit the shot he had in mind. And he would feel that with his fingers. So I'm going to shake hands with you. Daryl, you want to start at that end. And I'm going to shake hands with you, but with the pressure I'd like in your hand, but your arm very soft. And it's a hard combination. Let's get your elbow much softer. Now hold my hand a little firmer, but don't lock your wrist up. I'll get you there. Oh, your wrist is too tight. Get your wrist softer. Really? Softer. Your wrist softer. No. That's what we're looking for right there. Fingers secure, arms relaxed. I see you're way too tight. That's tighter than a wedding ring. Get your arms soft. Get your arms soft. Now you know what you guys have to deal with.
I've been getting
softer, softer. Perfect.
I get okay. Enough shit. I gotta get something from somebody.
Get a couple guys back there for me, please. Relax. See, it's way too tight. Get your elbows softer. Softer. Now hold my hand a little firmer, but don't lock your wrist up. Softer. Perfect. Perfect. Dumbass, that's pretty good. Now, I expect you to remember that, Josh.
I'll do that.
Okay, because we've only gone over that. Let's wait. Yeah, you're pulling me on here, Gigolo man. Softer. That's the one. Softer. Now, here's what I'm teasing about. Guys, do you think that your wrists start unhinging at the same point in the downswing with every club? What do you think, Lance?
I would say no.
As an engineer, we would expect you to have the right answer, so let's give him a hand. He did okay there.
First time
but now let's see if that was luck or he knew what he was talking about. Why do you think that your wrist unhinged at a different time with each instrument?
Different length of the club.
Let's give him a hand. That's pretty damn good. Now, do you think that the golf gods would give Chad, just because he was lucky enough to grow up in Hawaii, you think that they gave him the ability to get right here and say, go driver, go 5-iron, go 7-iron, go wedge, at the precise moment? What do you think makes that happen, guys? What do you think makes your wrist unhinge at the appropriate time with every different club? What do you think, Josh?
Momentum. Momentum.
Luck. Momentum, okay, it's not all bad.
Gravity.
Not quite. It's called centrifugal force, which allows the weight in the club head. That's why when these guys are fitting you, they're fitting a club based on your grip pressure. If it's tight, then they're going to get a little heavier club. If your arms are relaxed, they can give you a club that's a little lighter and you can swing it faster. And then they can make the weights go in the right place on the golf club to fit how you release the club, the instrument. This is no longer a club. I want you all to hold this instrument right in front of you, look right in the face. I had a couple of you try and they weren't too damn good. But I want Lance flunked. As an engineer, you wouldn't expect sensitivity, but Lance has some of that in there. Okay, so now then I want you to look at that instrument. I want you to say, sweetheart, I surrender to you.
You want us to film you guys?
Yeah, let's hear it.
We're going to send this to your wife.
Sweetheart, I surrender to you.
Sweetheart, I
surrender.
Sweetheart, I surrender to you.
Guys, when you're playing, the most important thing is to learn how to use this instrument. That's why I'm so proud to be a little part of TaylorMade. Is they design golf instruments to fit and let them be adapted to fit you guys in your golf swings. That's a big deal. For years, guys would put tape on golf clubs and do things, but our engineers have figured out a way to help you do that, and that's why, in your particular case, Steve, all of a sudden, you're releasing the club based on the weight of the club head, and all of a sudden, instead of jumping your body at it, you're using the club head. So, what I was trying to tell you, the weight of the club head becomes your ally if you have the right grip pressure. So now then, everybody, here's what I'd like for you to do. What would your instincts, Chad, what would you think is the tell us that, but in truth it is the lightest. Yes, the sandwich is the heaviest. Now, I'm asking you, Mr. Steve, do you hold this club lighter than any other club when you go out to play? Now, dumbass, you're holding this thing so tight that you can't let the weight in the club head be your ally. Ah. Now, why I wanted you to get two different clubs for me is I grew up in southern Indiana, Steve, so I didn't know any difference between golf clubs either, or golf instruments. Take your 6-iron, guys, and let's hold it up here at this angle and feel the weight of that club. Yeah. There, what's this one weigh, Terry? About 14 ounces?
Yeah.
Pretty close?
Yeah, that's about right.
What is it? What's it? Well, it varies a slight
Yeah, it
bit.
just depends on the shaft.
Now, this one's 10 3/4 to 11 1/4
Yeah.
approximately.
Yeah.
That's about a 30% difference, guys. So your grip pressure. Now, put your cameras down for a second with both hands.